The host has started recording. All right. Welcome, and we're with ONPASSIVE if you hadn't heard. And I don't know why I've got sawdust on my hat tonight, but it looks like it's been a little bit dusty here. Bad, not better. All right, we're going to have to go this way then. Oh, it's worse that way. Okay. I guess we'll leave it the way it is or switch hats or get a brush. One of the two. Uh-oh, we're switching hats. Look out, but you still got to believe, okay? That isn't changing. All right, there's 11 of you here now. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your enemies, call anybody that has a phone. If they don't have a phone, teletype them. Send them a teletype or a Western Union, please. All right, I now have been given the clean bill of health. I can put a clean hat on. There we go. Woo, look at that. ONPASSIVE. Who's that? All right. We are live streaming. Compliments of Mr. Mafar, Mr. Kamal, and others on our YouTube channel, of course. And we're on OConnect. If you hadn't heard, we're on OConnect. Yeah. Now, if you're new here, and you could be, we don't know because we don't have a count of who's new and who's blue and who's not. All you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.ai. That's our domain. That's Lynn's domain. And you can register to get the 3 free for thee and me and moi. There she is. The free products, if you want them. And I know you do because you get Omelo Netto trim. So you do want them. So all you got to do, go to RobLynnLive.ai. Ooh, doggies. I might be able to get a Ric Flair out tonight. Let's try it. Woo! Up. Nope, didn't happen. Oh, Rick, you're not in trouble with your woo. I can tell you that. And if Latoya's here already, I'm in deep doo-doo. All right. Let's get this show on the road. First off, we're going to start, as we always do, with the prompter. And the prompter is going to tell us that we are in day 151 in the second year of RobLynnLive Network's production of RobLynnLive and Dolly.
The Wonder Dog.
I can do that, but I can't do Ric Flair. I don't know what that's all about. All right, so this is the 516th. Now, you got that? 516 consecutive RobLynnLives. Not too
shabby.
Woo! Okay. At 10 a.m. today, along came live with Marty and Chris. Chris was on the road. He was at the Florida Welcome Center on the Florida-Georgia line, 10 miles south of the Georgia line on I-75. I spoke to him this morning. He told me his game plan was to drive the 4.5 hours or so to his cousin's house. Of course, there's no house there yet. It's a big 7-acre piece of property with a barn on it. But they do have 3 hookups for RVs. So Chris was going to get hooked up today. And when I spoke to him the second time, well, I spoke to him while he was live with Marty, and we talked a little bit about this, that, and the other. And then I hung up, and then Chris got in his RV. He was already in that and started driving the 4.5 hours to New Smyrna Beach, which is where he is now. He's on a 7-acre piece of property with no bathrooms. Nope. No indoor plumbing, Chris. No comfort room for you, buddy. And if you have a camper or a recreational vehicle, you can use the indoor plumbing of that. Only one problem. There's no hookups for cleaning the potty out.
Oh.
And this may be too much information, but Chris had to dig a hole for the potty remains. So that's a little TMI, but that's how you have to do it when you're roughing it. He's not getting that Holiday Inn feeling or that Residence Inn feeling tonight. He's going to rough it in the old camper, well, the new camper, as a matter of fact. So he's parked. He's safe. Tonight, I don't think he'll mind me telling you this, he's at a chili cook-off at one of the churches where his cousin attends, and they're having a chili cook-off, and it's probably all-you-can-eat chili. So it's right up Chris's alley. He loves chili, he said. So should be fun for him. Let's see. what's his dog's name? Bella? Yeah, Bella. Bella will be staying at the RV, I believe. I don't think she got her hand engraved invitation to the chili cook-off, although he may bring her some for sure. What else can I tell you about Chris? That's about it on Chris. Now, let me say this. The game plan is for him to give it another day or two to get settled there. That's going to be home base for the state of Florida, New Smyrna Beach. What he's trying to do, and he and I have been talking about it, and we've been getting input from other founding member affiliates, is to pick out 1, 2, or 3 central locations to have a meet and greet. And this way, we can find accommodations for maybe 50 or 100 people, because chances are there's going to be 50 to 100 to 200 people who are going to want to see Chris. And that's coming up, I would say.
Florida has a lot of people.
Florida has a lot of people and a lot of founding member affiliates, I might add.
It's a big state with a big population.
Yeah, about 14 to 20-something million, somewhere in that ballpark. So he needs to get settled, and we understand that. He's pretty self-contained in that motorhome. He's got a bed and a shower. Shower looked pretty nice, actually, for a motorhome. Bathroom. Kind of indoor-outdoor plumbing with no place to hook up, but that's okay. He's good. He's getting another shower this evening, so he'll be good to go. He can even shower in the old motorhome if he wants to. All right, so that's Chris's story, and I'm pretty sure he's sticking to it. He hasn't told Ash he's in Florida yet, but I'm sure Ash has figured that out by now. And tomorrow, they are going to do a live with Marty and Chris at 10 o'clock. a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check your local listings for that one. And then at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was Straight Talk. That's right. Straight Talk with Rob, Lynn, and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Woo! That's almost a Ric Flair. All right. At 3 p.m. today, along came Julie Wynn, Michael Williams, and Collins Manna with a Q&A. So they had a Q&A today. We were on the road, so we really didn't catch it.
I didn't see Collins there. I think
Collins wasn't there. Okay, I thought that was the billing that Collins was going to be there. Okay, well, it was just Julie and Michael Williams, and that was this afternoon at 3 p.m. I'd say from what she said today, they're going to try to do it every week, right? Isn't that your understanding?
I don't know.
Once a week? Oh, no. Okay. Well, we'll find out soon enough, and it'll always be posted in the back office. All right. Now, it's 8 o'clock. We are on the eastern side of 8, not the southeastern side, just a straight across the board eastern side. And you've got RobLynnLive and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
True. Please pray for Ash, his lovely wife, Ashma Khan, and their 2 boys. They're getting to be young men, I would say, because Yusuf is going to be an astronaut, and the one and only Omar is already writing books. Not short stories, not articles, not, blips or blogs or blaps or whatever. He's writing books at age 9. Not too shabby.
Precocious. Both children are very advanced for their age, and not surprising with parents like that. I'm not surprised at all.
I would say that's very true, Miss Nakamoto. All right. Now, also, please send your love, light, and prayers out to Pat Parent and Robin Noble, who need our prayers. So, prayer warriors, get down there and get your hands on you underneath your chin and kneel and pray. Okay, pray for these people, please. If there's anyone else you know about, please put that in the chat, and we'll send the prayer warrior team out, and we'll get them busy. And let's see. We want them to, if the tech team, the support team, and the media team, make sure you pray for them as well, for their good health and safety. And of course, anyone else who you might know of as well. All right, the announcements we're going to hold until we get over to OConnect itself, just OConnect. But in the meantime, we want to remind you that if you're not in ONPASSIVE, and shame, you should be, because you're going to be at some point anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well do it while it's free. Woo! Oh, I got it. Woo! That was a Ric Flair.
Is that what he said?
Oh, no, not that time. All right, we better stop with the Ric Flairs immediately. if not sooner. So, what were we talking about? We were talking about OConnect, and we are OConnecting right now, which we do all the time and have since Ash suggested it. We've been OConnectors, and we're pretty well in tune with what's going on with OConnect and anything you might want to know in ONPASSIVE. So, should you want to ask a question, knock your socks off. If we don't know the answer, and Ollie doesn't know the answer, we ain't telling you. We will get the answer, and you'll get it right. Okay. None of this hocus pocus or smoke screens or we'll get back to you in a week or two or a month. We'll get back to you as soon as we have the answer. Okay. That's how we roll, and that's how we do things at OnPassive. All right. We'll talk about the announcements after the Ollie Boy contest. Who do we have that's serving with us tonight in the Ollie Boy contest?
I forgot.
There's only several that do. It's either going to be Mel, also known as Mel Marcano, or it's going to be Chris Tiazone, or it's going to be Delisa.
Yeah, true.
All right. Well, you going to make me guess, or do you know?
I'll get with you in a second. Give me a second. I'm posting.
All right. We are posting fools here at OnPassive. Well, I could say a few hellos while you're doing that, if you wanted me to. If you'd like me to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Well, we're going to have the Ollie contest, too. I mean.
Okay, give me a second. I'm almost.
All right. Hello to Karina Lance. Hello to Frank Rowe. Hello to Carmela Schwartz, also known as the Fire Girl. And there is Carmela and Karina. David Switzer's in the house. How about them Kansas City Chiefs, dude? And tonight we're talking the development of Dubai. That's right, Irena. And we picked that topic because we want to kind of circle the wagons back and talk a little bit about where OnPassive's main office is, which now is in Dubai. Dubai and Hyderabad, to be honest. So we want to double back and talk a little about that and the growth and how those places have grown, both Abu Dhabi, the other UAE parts of the country, as well as Dubai. And where else can you get a train station with 1 million people coming through it if it ain't New York City? It's got to be Dubai. And Cynthia Deering is in the house along with Armin Hoog. And there's Irena and Frank Rowe. And who else is here? Purification is here. James Kilgore in the house. Greg Lakin in the house as well.
Oh, yeah. It's James tonight. James Kilgore is helping with it.
Well, if it's James, it's James. What do you think of that?
Wonderful.
All right. All right. Are we waiting for something? Are you still posting? We'll say hello to Jillian. We'll say hello to the one and only Greg Hill.
Okay, so James, I just sent you the link you need. So when you're ready to say the answers to the contest, you can use that, please. Thank you for asking. And let me see. All right.
All right. Kind of like to know how many people we have on YouTube in case I need to give them another RobLynNLive.ai. Jillian is here. Sadananda is here. Greg Hill, of course, is here. John Barilla is here. And that's for sure. He'll be doing a song tonight, I believe. What it is, I don't know. But it'll be a good one. I can tell you that. Melanie Marcano is in the house along with Irena Stexala. Along with the one and only Karina Lance. Karina, that's CL, Karina Lance. She's here with her friend David Switzer and a bunch of other folks. So what do you think of that? All right. Are we supposed to be muting any buttons or anything like that at this time, or we're good to go?
We're good.
We're good. Okay.
Until we're ready to stop live streaming.
All right. Well, I think it's time to show the one and only panel of presentation board, which is show us where Ollie is.
Okay.
You can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant. All right, all right, all right. Look at that background. Look at it. Look at it. Very colorful. Who knows where that is by chance? Does anyone know? Or are we going to stump the pan? Ooh, is that purple ice cream? What is that stuff called? Is that sherbet or sorbet? Could be. Yeah, could be. Could be. Could be. Let me see who's calling. I don't think it's anyone important.
All right, so look at that image and kind of get ready to guess. We'll ring Grandma Bobby's bell, but you'll need to guess where Ollie is, and you're going to guess what we are eating, and what
Is
Ollie
he into
is
the
eating.
dessert again? It looks like a little jello, maybe some sorbet. What are we eating? Oh, I've got drumsticks. Those look like turkey drumsticks. And what are you eating?
I don't know.
That looks like something. We don't know what that is, but it sure smells good. Isabel Bailey is here. And of course, Mel is here. All right, so take a look at the background and let us know what you think. Let us know where you think that might be. It's somewhere where they have tall buildings, I can tell you that. And for now, I think we're going to go ahead and ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. Is that okay? It looks like the ball's in my court, so here we go with Papa G in the house. All right, and we'd like to say thank you to Sifu Francis Tay. From our heart to yours, thank you for that super sticker, sir. We appreciate it, Francis.
Thanks for the super sticker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we want to mention tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. In the Philippines, in sunny Singapore and Malaysia, OES training, because tomorrow is Tuesday, and so they're every Tuesday.
It's Tuesday,
Thursday,
8, right?
9 p.m., which is 8 a.m. our time.
So it is on Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, which would be Wednesday, 9 p.m. for them.
That's correct.
Singapore. So it's the following day, not Tuesday, for them, right?
Yes, it's Tuesday. That's right. It's Tuesday for us, Wednesday for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, very good. So we're in agreement on that. Thanks. That's a good thing. And Frank says he thinks I'm eating chicken legs and rice adobo. Ooh, doggies. Ollie Boy's, of course, having dessert because that's how he rolls.
Let's pause the chat to see whether there were guesses already. There may have been guesses.
There may have been guesses.
Yep. Oh, John Barilla says, yes, I have a beautiful song for tonight. Another American.
You guys got to stick around for that one. Come to community chat. You do not have to come on camera. You do not have to unmute your mic, but you do have to be there. There's usually 50 to 65, 70 people that stay the entire couple hours. So see what you can do about hanging out a little later tonight, will ya? All right.
Isabel says the food seems so delicious and yummy. And hello, Roy Davies.
Roy Davies in the house.
And let's see. Okay, Frank Rowe. He says Chris Tizon, and my guess is Skyline of Manila City and Port of Manila.
Is that in the Philippines?
At Manila Bay,
that is.
Philippines.
All right. Now, I don't know if that looks familiar to our folks in the Philippines, but Irena Sexala says Manila in the Philippines. I'm sure Frank Rose said the same. And let's see. David Switzer says hello to everybody. I cannot say hi to you because the chat will not copy or paste. But I'm saying hi to everyone, and I'm happy I'm here. David, we're happy you're here, too, even though you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Now, I'm becoming a Taylor Swift fan. I'm a Swiftie now, David, since Travis, they call him Trav. She calls him Trav. So I'm going to start calling him Trav, too. Trav and what's her name? What's her name again? I know her name, Taylor Swift. So I'm going to be a Swiftie, just like my granddaughters and probably my daughter. So as a Swiftie, I'm going to tell you that that's, according to Karina Lance, she says Canada. Ooh, good guess. Good guess. Frank Rowe says, I think Rob is eating chicken and legs. Chicken legs and rice adobo. And Ollie Boy is having a dessert called Hollow hollow. Ooh, that is good stuff. And Lynn is eating pork adobo. That does look like pork. Pork adobo. I won't say it.
Yeah.
And Mel Mel says it looks like Manila in the Philippines, as does, I've got it, Miss Dawn Swihart, as well. And let's see, Karina's just saying hello to people. And Mel Mel says Philippines. And I guess Hong Kong, Jillian says. Woo. And here's Sadananda saying Papua New Guinea. Ooh, we're getting some range of guesses. And according to my evil twin, he Googled it, and it says Manila, Philippines. He is yelling that from the closet where he is with his computer. All right. And here is a hello from Jigbody. Hello, Jigbody. And Irena's Texala says Philippines. Hello, hello, what Ali is eating. Oh, yeah. He likes that. Hello, hello. So do I. Looks like chicken legs, fruits, and jello, and sorbet. Now, that's what I said, sorbet. But we'll have to wait and see once we hear from the one, the only James Kilgore tonight. And the Philippines, according to Clover Kelly. And who else has got a guess for us? Well, here we go. Cynthia Deering says the Philippines. And who else? Who else? Who are Philippines? According to Carmela Schwartz, the Schwartz bomb says Philippines. And here is the one and only Pat Green saying Philippines, Thailand, or Japan. Well, you're covering it all now. And Taiwan, according to David Rozowski. Hello, David.
Hi, David.
Glad you're here, brother. Hope you're feeling up to par now these days. Dubai, according to Carol. Ooh,
Carol
Dubai.
Francois. Good to have you
Could
here,
be.
Carol.
Glad you're here, brother. Thank
Nice.
you for being here.
And there's Sadananda saying hello to friends.
All right.
And Cynthia Deering saying
Hail,
hello.
hail, the gang's all here.
Yep.
La 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 la. Hail, hail, the gang's all here.
And then John says to Jigbody, how about tonight? Do you, RobLynn, live? And Frank says, John, is the boiler working? Do you have heat yet? That is the question. Philippines is my guess, says Momodu.
Okay. Good guesses.
And,
Here's Carol saying, I got my granddaughters and probably my daughter. So as a Swiftie, I'm going to tell you that. According to Karina Lance, she says Canada. Good guess. Frank Rose says, I think Rob is eating chicken. All right, we got it looks like we've got a replay of what we're doing here. Very nice.
that is good stuff. And Linda's eating pork adobo. That does look good. And Mel says it looks like Manila in the Philippines.
Sure enough does. What do you say, Chris?
Oh, I think what happened was he enabled the audio where you can click there's a mic there in the bottom of the chat. If you guys notice that, there's a microphone. If you click it and make it work, it will type everything it hears. So if you've got your mic on, the sound enabled, whatever we say, it will type out. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
That's
does.
That's why it's what we just said. That's the reason. That makes sense.
All right, John Barilla saying hello to some folks, and so is Karina.
Karina says, yes, I do, RobLynn.
You, RobLynn Live? Come on now, lady, you. Woo-hoo.
Yes, she does.
Woo. No Ric Flair again tonight.
Karina says, I was going to say Vancouver, but I see a lot of Philippines. LOL.
Yes, indeedy doody.
All right. Frank says, Irena, I've been working with the Philippines people for over 6 years. I know what they eat. LOL.
Oh, yes, he does. All right, I think we've got all our guesses in now. And now, without further ado, I think we're going to go to James, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're going to have to end the live stream. Make sure you let
All right. Are we about
know.
ready to end the live stream? I think so.
Let them know.
This is your last chance now if you want to get.
We've got 43 in the YouTube.
Wow.
Side.
43. So
that's a lot.
Yeah. So come on over, sign up, go to RobLynnLive.ai.
So if you already are in ONPASSIVE, then click on that link that Michael Chatta posted. He says he has the name of the RobLynn Live and the date and the topic, and at the end it says HTTPS. It's the link, the attendee link. So come on over by clicking that link. If you're not part of ONPASSIVE yet, all you got to do is go to our domain, RobLynnLive.ai, register. It costs you nothing to register. It takes but a minute, maybe less than a minute.
Couple of minutes at the most.
And then come back to the live, the YouTube live, and click the link, and you'll be in with us. So you can find out where Ollie Boy is and what we're eating, and you can hear Rob's presentation of the development of Dubai, and then you can listen to the community time where everybody shares their thoughts and their feelings. So please join us.
All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go connecting. Da, 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 da. And we'll clap for that and say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, we're going to now close the presentation.
Correct.
And we are going to then have James Kilgore come in with the speaker link, which he has.
Go ahead, James. We're standing by, brother.
He should be able to come in. Let's give him time to come in. He says, John says, yes, be careful if the mic is on here and you don't mute the mic under RobLynn. It records everything they say in the chat. So that's why. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh, yeah. I forgot to post the link in the back office.
You're fired.
I need somebody to remind me. There's nobody to remind me.
Well, you were busy giving Ollie a bath.
Okay.
You're excused.
What you call, James says, I'll be posting in the chat tonight. My service is lacking. So his internet is not strong enough to come to the panel. That's fine. So let's see what he says as far as the winners and the location and all of that. Okay, give him some time and he's going to post. He'll be posting there. All right.
All right, we're standing by, and while we're at it, we can say a few more hellos. Or have you come across where he's at?
He'll post in the
chat. He's going to post in the chat. All right. Let's say hello to Jillian, Sarananda, Vishnu.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I have enough to speak, but I don't have enough for video right now. So.
Oh, no problem.
So Ollie has been to Manila Bay at Luzon, Philippines. Manila Bay is a natural harbor that serves the port of Manila on Luzon in the Philippines, almost completely landlocked. It is considered one of the world's greatest harbors, strategically located around the capital city of Philippines. Manila Bay facilitated commerce and trade between the Philippines and its neighboring countries, becoming a gateway for socio-economic development. The natural harbor with its baywalk in an excellent place from which to get a stunning view of the sunset. You can dine at various restaurants, cafes, and bars while enjoying the scenic view of the bay. Rob and Lynn are both having a dish of adobo for their meal. Adobo is considered the Philippines' national dish. It consists of meat, pork, or chicken, or both, braised in vinegar, then spiced with garlic, bay leaf, and black pepper. The earthiness of the bay leaf and the peppercorns play well with the brightness of the vinegar, and the dish makes it a unique, tasty, and hearty lunch or dinner. Adobo can come with the braising liquid as a sauce or with braising liquid reduced until it's almost a glaze. It is served over white rice. Ollie is enjoying a bowl of Halo Halo. Halo Halo is a very colorful concoction, and it's refreshing and delicious. Halo is the Filipino word for mix, and as its name suggests, Halo Halo is a Filipino dessert and a native Filipino snack. It is a combination of preserved and sweetened fruits, legumes, jellies served with crushed ice, usually evaporated milk. Common ingredients are keong sugar, berry fruit, gulaman, natto de coco, sajo, fruits, jackfruit, sweetened banana, plantain, sweet potato, and chickpeas. It is topped with custard, oob, purple yam jelly, or yam-flavored ice cream.
Is that it?
Well, all right. Do we have any winners tonight?
Congratulations to Frank Rowe, Irina Stick-Sala, John Barilla, and everyone else who guessed correctly. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to keep up with everybody tonight, but those are the answers that I saw for sure.
I love it. I was muted and didn't know it. Hot doggies. Let me try it again. Thanks to Charmaine Ung for the background that she so masterfully produces. We appreciate that very much. And in just a moment, we'd like to play you our theme song, which we're uploading, downloading, cross-loading. We're doing something with it right now. So stand by one, get ready in 3.
So we're still live streaming, just to let you know.
Okay, we're still live streaming.
After this, and after the song, we'll stop live streaming.
All right, so let's call it in 3, in 2, in 1, the song.
Oh.
Take it away, Lynn.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of that, everybody, huh? Is that a theme song or what? I don't know how many other shows or chats or webinars have a theme song, but this one does. Woo!
I love that song.
Woo! I'm getting better with Rick.
Very
All right. 44 you hear now. Let's see if we can bump that up into the 60s, maybe even the 70s or 80s.
We hope those folks that were on YouTube.
YouTube, come on over.
Yeah, I hope they come on.
They're more than welcome. All right, we're going to talk announcements for a minute. The one big thing is withdrawal changes. They're here to stay and not to play. Here's what we do. The easiest way is to go into OFounders. In other words, log into the OES, click over to the dashboard in OFounders. Easy peasy, don't you think? And you'll scroll down and you'll click on make a ticket or create a ticket. So create a ticket, and here's the information you're going to need. Now write this down unless you got a photographic memory like Lynn does. Here you go. Write down OES number, your name. Find this all on the profile page. Your email address, meaning your O mail address, as well as what else do you need? Whether you withdrew in cash or whether you withdrew in crypto, you need to put that in there. And all you have to do is put in that you'd like to make a change. Here's the change. Here's the reason. And away you go. You'll get an answer back probably within 24 hours. I got an answer in 4 hours. Marty got one in an hour and a half, 2 hours. But, you know, that's because he's Marty. But Chris helped me with the first one. I did the second one on my own. It was easy peasy with no sneezy. All right. So that's withdrawal changes. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Hey, we'll answer it. Straight scoop right here, right now. Migration without hesitation. Don't fail to do it. You'll be sorry you did. Sign your NDA or NDAs. Get your affiliate link or links. Check out the newest ONPASSIVE website. It's a dandy what colors it has this week. Ooh, man, that's good. Check out the ONPASSIVE YouTube channel, please. Log into your OES for updates and so much more. Yeah. Hop on an OConnect and learn while you earn. In other words, if you don't know anything about OConnect, just hop on one. You can be a co-host where you can play with the buttons. You can be a host it yourself. You can have nobody with you. You can have 100 people with you. Whatever you want, just do it. JDI. All right. Whew. Attend webinars and chats as time allows. It's a good idea to stay focused and stay plugged in by seeing what's out there in the world. Tonight's topic, Dubai's development. That is going to be a dandy.
A good topic.
What started out as just nothing but desert and a few oil wells here and there. Look out, folks. We've got a surprise for you.
What an interesting topic.
It's very interesting. And since we're in Dubai in such a huge way, with the Dubai police, with the train station, with the best moments at the Coca-Cola Arena, with ONPASSIVE all over Dubai and all the malls and all the bowling alleys and all the theaters, you can't beat this. You want to be here. You want to stay focused. All right. Ollie's got a question of the evening. When will you travel to Dubai? Is it going to be soon or will it be later? I think we're going to Dubai first invite. That's what I'm thinking. Bay Reuben May is there amongst other folks, so we could certainly hop on the train with Bay Reuben. So what do you think of that? I like it myself. Okay, how about development through urbanization? One of the many countries that has taken the ball and is running with it, okay? It's development through urbanization is how a small fishing village, that's what Dubai was, a fishing village, believe it or not, with plenty of mosquitoes. And it became a global city known for modern architecture, i.e. the Burj Khalifa, where we call home, a luxury lifestyle, a limitless business opportunity. And here are just a few, key aspects of Dubai's development through recent years. Are you ready? Buckle up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Infrastructure. Oh, yeah. Modern roads, the newest of bridges, and up-to-date transportation systems. How about that train, that metro that stops at Station 29ers, Station 29? And let's see what else we've got for you. There's tourism. There's millions each year go through the train station number 29. There's millions that go through Dubai. The city offers many attractions. Don't be fooled. And it includes luxury shopping. Oh, yeah. It's not like going to Woolworths. It's definitely more upscale. Entertainment and cultural experiences. They're all yours right here, right now, whenever you're ready for them. Don't you think? I do. All right. How about the tourism there? Holy smokes. 28 million people a year go through there. Is that a year or a day? 28 million, I think, a year. So tourism is in the millions each year come to Dubai City. The city offers the following: many attractions, including luxury shopping, entertainment and cultural experiences, economic diversification. While in the earlier years, Dubai relied on oil production. So there wasn't room for everybody at the table. So with this diversification, we can rely, and we could rely on oil production. But what do? Oh no. Oh no. We step right out there and we diversify with a strong focus on tourism, finance, technology, and of course, aviation. A lot of corporate jets flying in and out of Dubai.
Yeah.
And a lot of ONPASSIVE folks flying around that whole area.
Oh.
All right. So that's economic diversification. Shall we move along, little doggy? All right. Then there's smart city initiatives. What in the world are you talking about, Buffalo Bob? Well, now a global business hub. This is where we're talking about in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai, with free trade zones that attract businesses, including 100% free zoning for companies. You want to take a company somewhere? What are we talking about? The digital services. Okay. You want to take a company somewhere? Take them to Dubai. Okay. They're a business-friendly atmosphere and the hosting of international business conferences such as GITEX. We were awarded the #1, that's numero uno, booth at GITEX. So we've got the brass ones. That's all I can say. We've got big, huge brass ones. Remember, the hosting of international business conferences such as GITEX are an everyday thing. Every day of the week, you can contact someone and they'll tell you what trade show, what conference is in town for the day. All right. Business laws. The legal framework is well established there and made readily available to foreign countries. So don't be afraid. Hop on a plane, get off at Dubai, take the train, go to the mall, go to the bowling alleys, and have yourself a real good time. All right, we're coming up on, let me see the time if I may. Looks like 8:44. So 16 minutes left here in the presentation area. If any of you have any questions, let us hear them. If we don't know the answer, we know somebody that does. That's for sure.
So we're still live streaming. Just so you know.
I gave it a 3, 2, 1. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, that was before
Yeah.
the song, but we didn't do it again.
Oh, we were supposed to do it again?
Or else how would they know? Live stream. We have to say something.
So should we say something now?
Are you ready?
Till I stop live streaming? Yeah, because I'd like to finish the presentation.
Okay.
All right. All right. So in 3, in 2, in 1, let's try getting off of live stream and over to OConnect, shall we?
Come on over. The link.
Come
is
on,
there.
guys. You can do it.
I'll post it in the comment section. Once the live chat stops, the live stream stops, I'll make it a point to post the link in the comments. You can pick it up there, but it's also posted in the back office. I just posted it.
All right, all right, all right. There's smart city initiatives going on in Dubai. They've got advanced efficiencies and sustainability through the implementation of digital services, i.e., ONPASSIVE, with OConnect, with OTracker, and all the other products that are coming our way within days. I say days because Ash did tell us there's going to be 4 or 5 solutions / products coming out in the next month. So get ready, buckle up, and get ready for the ride of your life, for sure. Business and finance. Talk about a business center of the world. Business and finance. Now a global business hub with free trade zones that attract businesses, including 100% free taxes. You want to go somewhere where there's no taxes? Bingo, bingo, bingo. There are business-friendly policies and the hosting of international business conferences, as we mentioned, such as GITEX. It's GITEX, spelled GITEX. GITEX. Business laws, the legal framework is well established. Don't worry, don't you worry. It's well established and has made readily available to everyone, to all firms. Good stuff. All righty, we got a couple other things we need to mention. One of these is very important, so stand by one for this. It's called taxation. Woo, doggies. We talked about the importance of having yourself a tax advisor. The time is coming near to where it's a good idea for you to do that, okay? There are favorable tax laws for an attractive tax environment right there, right now in Dubai. There is no personal income tax. There's no little to none corporate tax, and those taxes vary on the structure and location. Okay? Networking opportunities, they are aplenty. Just ask Mohammed Kamal. He will tell you there's plenty of opportunity in Dubai. Now, how about the language? The language of Dubai is actually English, but Arabic is the official language. So, buckle up, strap on all your information and resources, and bring it on with you, and network with some people. There are plenty. Just ask Mohammed, as we mentioned. Now, how about the language? Well, the language is widely used in the UAE in business, but Arabic, so the English language is very popular, but Arabic is the official language of the United Arab Emirates. What do you think of that? All right. Whoo, there's a Ric Flair if I ever heard one. All right, all right, all right. If there's any questions, you can certainly put them in the chat. We will try to answer them. Go ahead.
All right. So I put the link in the YouTube. When the live stream ends, it becomes a recording, right? And then the comment section appears, and then I put the attendee link in that comment section so people can come along and join us. So we've got 60 here tonight, which is a pretty decent number. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here, all 60 of you.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, all right. Did we want to say a few more hellos, or do we want to swing right into community time at 10 till 9? You're flying the airplane.
All right. Oh, Latoya says, good job, Rob. Thank you for that support.
All right. Thank you for that, Latoya. Appreciate that very much.
Jillian says the Dubai Trade Center, Museum of the Future, the Burj Khalifa, the Palm, and so many more of the biggest, tallest, and highest buildings in the world.
And the next highest building is coming right along. And where is that? Is that in China, or where are they building the highest building in the world now? I forget.
Singapore, right? I thought Singapore is going to be one of the taller buildings.
Okay, could be Singapore.
The lock at the top, Armin stops the chat and tap it again, and it lets it go again. Oh, thank you for helping, Armin, Karina. That's nice of you.
Thank you very much.
Hello to all our friends here. I see SK Najbar Pahaman is here. Welcome.
All right, all right, all right. We think we've run the gamut so far. So shall we say a few more hellos?
John
And
Burles says to Anita, I'll tell everyone when we go to community chat. It's an American classic written by Johnny Mercer and Nicola Mancini. That's a hint. I guess if someone Googles, they could probably figure it out, right, John?
that's true. That's true.
And let's see, any other comments here? Mostly hellos. A lot of hellos here.
We appreciate the hellos, everybody.
Yeah,
Hello to you guys.
because Juanita said, "Hi, John Burlow. What song tonight?" So he says he'll tell us when it's community time. Hello to Samudram Nagaravikram. Good evening to you.
We're glad you're here, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. We're getting a wide variety of people coming to RobLynn Live.
Nice.
It doesn't matter whether you're from India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Canada, the United States, UK. We don't get a lot of UKs because of the time difference. And it's the middle of the night. It's in the middle of their sleep. So
Yeah.
anyway, Isabel says she's going to Dubai next year. Look out.
Oh.
She's going to go.
I would really love to be there at the same time you're there, Isabel. We'll
And
see.
David
how it
Otto
works
is here.
out.
Hello, David.
He says, hello, everyone. Lots of snow in Huntsville, Ontario, Canada.
Ooh, doggies, stay away from there if you don't like snow.
Huh.
And DL looked it up. All right, DL, way to go, way to go, way to go.
Oh.
1-bedroom apartment is $14.61 a month. 3-bedroom is $27.63 a month, and cheap 1-bedroom $8.55.
Oh, that's for Dubai, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
And Mel says, and the Dubai coffee, very tasty. Nothing compared to the Nescafe that I drink here.
That's probably true.
Saranada says Dubai is almost in the middle East Asia. That is connected with Europe and Africa. And is the facilities available for their business in world? ONPASSIVE took that situation, my opinion. Thank you for that, Sarananda.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it.
And Jillian says, I love the man-made islands in Dubai shaped like a palm tree. Mel says, my sister was in Dubai just before ONPASSIVE became very popular in Dubai. She said, it is so beautiful, clean, and very respectful, a country that is very diverse. She said you can walk the streets with no fear. That's how safe it is. Wow. And Juanita says, thank you always. All updates and information, RobLynn. You're welcome.
It's our pleasure to do that, and we're glad you're all here. We got 64 of you kids here tonight. Thank you very much. Are we ready for community time or what?
Yeah, we are. Let's thank Michael Chatta for the
course.
ticker that you're enjoying tonight. You see it says the name of our show, which is RobLynnLive, and it says the topic. And the topic tonight is the development of Dubai. And it also appears at the top of their screen here. If you ever forget what the topic is, look up and there it is. January 22, 2024 at 8 p.m. EST.
All right, and all righty dighty.
We have 64 folks here, which is a great turnout. Thank you so much to everyone. And what we're going to do now is we're going to enable the speaker request function or feature. What we do is we'll enable it, and then you will see that person icon with like waves around the person. That's the button you click to say that you want to be a speaker or panelist. We will see your request and we will accept your request, and you will come right away to the panel. So shall we go ahead and do that?
I think we shall. Let's give it a go.
And here, thank you, Michael Chatta, for this. Also, he has written this in a very beautiful way for us. It is on the ticker now. To be a panelist, click the speaker request icon. So are you guys ready? Let's see how quickly we can all come to the panel. And here we go.
Community chat, here we go. She's clicking the little
down.
guy with the Victrola speaker hanging out his ear.
The community chat is a time where we all get to share, get to know one another. So come
Learn
on
a little
down.
sign language too.
Yes, and first to request is John Barilla.
Hello, Tin Man.
Followed by Mel or Melanie Marcano.
Hello, Mel.
Muthu Kumar is here. That's nice that you're going to be in the panel
All
tonight.
right, Muthu Kumar
And
and
Cynthia Deering.
woo, she get me a regular on the panel.
She is.
CD in the house. All right, good stuff, good stuff. There's someone else.
We have Juanita
Slack is here. Pat Green in the house.
Pat.
Dorothy. She's here.
Very
She's
nice.
here.
And we also have Karina coming down to the panel today. How nice.
All right.
Wonderful,
Karina.
Yes. And next we have Don Swihart requesting to come. All right. So shall we go to this gallery view? Then you can see everyone.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There we go.
Whoa, look at that crowd. All right, they're filling in nicely.
Hello, everybody.
2, 4, 6, 7. Good stuff. Come on now. Let's come on to the panel. Don't be shy. Don't hide. It's all good right here, right now.
And we see John and Mel with their cameras on. Thank you, you guys.
All right. Good stuff.
John has expressive eyebrows. Did you know that, John? Expressive eyebrows. Very nice.
What about them?
They're expressive, your eyebrows, up and down. Yeah. Yeah.
I can do all kinds of stuff with my eyebrows.
There we go.
I'm also a mime, and that's like you learn to use different muscles. That's why I can do all these things with my fingers and raise my eyebrows in different ways. And I don't know.
Are you a Taurus?
One at a time, one side and not the
One
other.
at a time, both left and right. Doesn't matter which one.
All right, keep bringing them in.
Okay.
You got 4 more to bring in. I'm going to the little comfort room.
Okay, I think Diane Michaud is coming. I'm just guessing because when I click on it, it shows the person's first name, not the last name, I think. Yeah, they should say the last name, but anyway. And then we have Carmela coming in. So I was just guessing it's Diane Michaud. Yep, I was right. And then we got David Switzer. Oh, how nice, David, coming to the panel tonight. Very nice. And we have Abdul Manaf. Hi, Abdul Manaf. Welcome to our show. And hello to Cynthia Deering. I think she tried to come in earlier, couldn't come in. That's good. You keep trying. All right. The panel is filling up so nicely tonight. How wonderful. Love you. Everybody know the I love you sign, right? International sign for I love you. Say I love you to each other. We all love each other. For sure. And now we have Mohammed Ashraf Ansari coming in. He's a regular with us on the panel as well. Nice to have you, Mohammed. Let's check the chat. How's things going in the chat? Ooh, the chat is active. Carmela says me, but she knows to click the button to come in. So much easier with this button, right? I love it. Anybody else in the chat want to come down? There's so many of you in the chat. Don't be shy. You'll like the view you get as a panelist, you know. It's kind of nice. Pedro's here. I think he'll come to the panel a little bit later. But a lot of our regulars, they're active in the chat, but not on the panel. They don't come to the panel, which is okay. Pedro's here. Oh, Pedro's coming now. Very nice. Anybody else? Is that it? Okay, so we're going to start. I'll bring people in as I see them requesting. Okay, you guys? So we are going to start with the topic, the development of Dubai. What was the question? What was Ali's question, you guys?
When are you going to Dubai?
Oh, when are you planning to go to Dubai? Is it going to be really soon, like when the apples start coming? Or are you going to wait a year or 2 or 3 to go to Dubai? It would be nice if we kind of planned a get together. What do you guys think? Like, you know, pick a date when we could go. Well, not everyone can go, but when most people could go, I think we would have a blast in Dubai, huh?
I think so too. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Okay, we're gonna start with John, who had his hand raised first. Come on down, John, and hello to Ravinder Kumar. Welcome.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, when I gave a little hint about the authors of tonight's, the composers of tonight's song, I messed up the one is Johnny Mercer, very famous songwriter, but I messed the other gentleman up a bit. His name is Henry Nicola Mancini. I think I just said Nicola Mancini or something like that. So, but anyway, that's who wrote tonight's song. And then as far as going to Dubai, Ollie's question, I have no idea. You know, I'm not good with these questions. I got the no answer kind of guy. But I'm like, as soon as I can, when I desire to, and I can afford to go, and possibly it'll be a little while because there's other things I need to take care of or go to, like family that I haven't visited for like 4 years. And so but when that's all taken care of, I may be going to Dubai, and it would be great if it could be when some other people were going or something. I mean, going alone would be okay, but you know, so my answer is all these elements, we'll see. And when that's all, whatever, then I'll decide when I might go to Dubai. I have a question. The stop number 29, is that the stop that is at what they call Internet City? Do we know that?
Internet City's the next stop.
Well, Internet City is the next stop, my husband says.
Internet City is the next stop. And what is the stop? What is our stop? Is it called after our, what is it called? ONPASSIVE? What's the stop?
ONPASSIVE.
ONPASSIVE, he says.
ONPASSIVE? All right. Yeah. So then the stop after that is Internet City. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, that clears that up for me. So yeah, and so that's it for me right now. I don't know when I'm going to Dubai, and I had a question about the train station, and I haven't named the song yet. I think I'll wait a little until later to tell us what the song is.
I like the suspense. That's cool. All right, thank you. We go next to Carmela. Had her hand raised, but did you unraise your hand?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Dubai is a beautiful place. I have many friends that have been visited, and they are astonished. It's a new version of a country. Everything is new. It was a desert, and they make from that desert something incredible. There is the museum of the future, which people were there also, and they said that it's something very beautiful, and there are many attractions to do if you're coming to Dubai. Google it and see how many things you can do if you visit Dubai.
And it used to be if I didn't mention, I thought I did, it was a fishing village. That's how Dubai started. It was desert and fishing. That was it.
No, it's something else, completely else, something else. But it's everything. It's new. It's the new vision. The new things that come to the future. It's there. It's
no, I meant when it was first a city. It was desert, oil wells, and a fishing village. But now you wouldn't know it.
Something else. And I seen pictures, and I've heard from friends that have visited. They have a big aquarium, very nice one, and many other attractions. If you want to go to Dubai, it's a fun time. And I've seen one short video that Muhammad Kamal did a few days ago. And he's walking on the street, and he show us what he see on his way, and it was very nice one.
A tour with nice. Muhammad. Good stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, yes. Thank you, Carmela. It looks like Mel's up next. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob and Lynn. Good night, everyone. Yes, I want to go to Dubai as soon as I can. Call for those things that are not yet as if they were, and I have to go to Dubai. Because my sister is planning to go back, and maybe I might even go back before Apple's coming, if I can. Because she said she loved so much that she wanted to
Mel,
go back the
we
next
can make
year.
appointment in Dubai. You coming? It's very close to me.
Yeah, we'll shoot over you then, Camilla, if I have the money.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
one thing I remember for Dubai or of Dubai is when they were building the 360-degree rest hotel, and I remember they had to reconstruct it because it is shaped in the way of an earthquake, in the event of an earthquake. So they were showing how, you know, the mechanics were, and then there was a default, and they had to redo that certain part. And I was watching that development. That was back in 2008, I remembered. And I think it finished not until 2020 because they had to put a lot of work. And I'm saying, man, look at this. Like it's a dry land and they turn it into a full new country, you know? And if I don't, I'm not misunderstood, sorry, if I misunderstood or if I'm right, I think Dubai is one of the latest, newest city that was developed. And it just is filled up. It's like a fairy tale city, and not city, country. And I would really love to visit Dubai. And I know I will.
Yeah, the pictures of it when it was strictly oil wells and desert compared to today, unbelievable. What a transformation in 20 years. And that's all it took, I guess, 20, 25 years. That is incredible stuff.
My sister was saying, even a kid can walk by themselves because there's no fighting. It's like heaven here. That's what Dubai is like. She said she walked and there's nobody looking at you. Everybody is walking and smiling, and it's like a fun country to go to.
I heard that, but it's expensive. Hey, Mel? Would it be?
She didn't pay a lot though.
Okay.
She lives in Canada. She lives in Toronto, but she didn't pay so much to go there. She said the trip 15 hours from Toronto, Pearson, but yeah, and she doesn't have a lot of money, but she ended up going there, so I know it's not that expensive.
Okay. Well, thank you. Interesting.
You're welcome.
All right, looks like you were next on The Price is Right, Miss Lance. Did you want to hit us with your best shot?
Come on. Delay on the volume there on the mic. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Dubai, and it would be nice to go with other people, but it's just such a, like, the city to me it's so big and everything is like so clean there. It's like incredible, and the people, it seems like they all have a lot of money, and there's, you know, a lot of that kind of stuff there. So I just assumed it would be expensive, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the Burj Khalifa up close and personal. I mean, could you imagine standing in front of that thing? Holy cow. Yeah, it'd be interesting, but I always want to have a lot of money when I go there so I can do some shopping, because I heard they have incredible shops there.
Ooh.
Yes.
You name the exclusive shop and it's in the mall.
Okay.
There's 54 malls, we're told.
What?
54 between Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and the rest of the UAE. There's 54 malls.
I have one mall. It's very small.
Talk about getting lost in the shopping there.
No kidding.
You better not take this one with you. I feel the debit and credit cards are going to cave in if you take Nakamoto with you.
I think so. Well, yeah, I think we're going to be doing that anyway, so you better get prepared there.
Well, I'll be working part-time somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us.
Oh, goodness. Where are we going next here? Who's next? That was Karina. All right, now don't do it. Oh, there's Pat Green. I knew she'd bail me out. Go ahead, Miss Green.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you all here.
Dorothy.
I was thinking about Dubai, and I may make it there someday. I don't know when. But I was also thinking, you know, different countries have different rules of how, you know, what they require when you're there. So it'd probably be a good idea to check those out. I know many, many years ago, if you went to Saudi Arabia, they wanted the women to dress certain ways and, have respect for the country, and I'm sure the men too. And so I'm thinking, we might want to check that out before we go over there, because who wants to be in jail in Dubai? I don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a fun deal to me either. So, I don't think I want to go through that.
I don't think I want to be in jail either, Patricia.
Just not my thing. I don't know if they got silver bracelets and orange jumpsuits, but I'm sure the attire is not to my suiting. Anyway. So I thought I'd bring that up, but I thought it would be a respectful thing to do, because I'm sure they have different laws and different rules and things before you go over there, and you want to be able to enjoy yourself too.
Yeah.
So that's something to consider.
In doing a little bit of research today, was that the cultural mores are really adhered to there. Things with the men, like you said, things with the women, how the women dress, and so forth. So, and the same thing with the language. The language spoken there, if I didn't mention, I thought I did, is English. That's the primary language, although Arabic is the language of the country. English is spoken in the business world there. And that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So,
of course, if you want to shop.
What's that?
I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, that's
I didn't know that, Rob.
Pardon me?
Oh, you're muted, Karina.
Unmute, woman, unmute.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You're talking away and you're not unmuted.
We can't hear you.
You're muted.
How about now?
Screen.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Well.
Oh, no, you got muted again. Can't hear you.
I think somebody's playing with me. Rob, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
I'm being a good boy tonight.
Okay. But thank you for letting me know that. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I see your hands, so it wasn't you.
Well, and I'm hoping that they speak English too, because if you're going to go someplace like in Paradise where you're going to shop till you drop, look at all those malls you can go to and all those stores and everything. So it's nice to be able to communicate with the people at the stores in case you want to bring a little something extra home, But you also got to consider how much you can carry back on there, on your flight too, and that's something to consider. Unless you're all going to go on a cruise ship over there, which works, if that's the case. But I just thought I'd bring that up too.
Well, UPS and FedEx are over there, so you can always pack it up in a box and send it home.
There you go. That's all I had to say.
All right. Oh, I wanted to mention the taxes. If I didn't, there is no personal income tax. Zero income tax. Now, where they get their taxation probably got something to do with the oil wells and tourism. That would be my guess. But no income tax. There is no personal income tax. I thought I was seeing things, and I went back and read it again. No personal income tax. I think we're going over to.
Who's next?
I thought it was DL and the lady in the background there.
Okay.
Dawn.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Don.
Can you hear me, Rob?
You're audible. Go ahead.
Okay, excellent. What you said earlier about Dubai being the fishing village initially was correct. It sits there on the Persian Gulf, and all the beaches there in that area actually are man-made. They're not geographical. But you're right about the taxation too about Dubai, because they also don't have any import or export taxes either on goods coming in and out. So I mean, that's outstanding. Also, it was designated as the world's cleanest city. So that's absolutely amazing. And then as far as the prices of housing and so forth like that, it's pretty reasonable. Unless you get in the high ends, then obviously it becomes a different issue. But Dubai also has the world's largest flower garden. I found that to be surprising. And the Burj Khalifa obviously is the tallest building in the world. It has 160 stories. The second largest in the world is actually over in Kuala Lumpur, where it's got 118 stories, I believe. But as far as customs over there, there's no PDA allowed whatsoever. For non-military folks, that means public display of affection. You can't be kissing in public with your spouses and stuff. And you can also no alcohol. You can't be drunk in public. They really frown on that, needless to say. So, but those are just a couple of things that I was able to research out and thought you'd need to know before going there. You certainly need to know the customs. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Yeah, that PDA, you got to be careful.
Thanks, Don.
That was careful. You don't want to go to jail for kissing somebody. That's no fun at all. All right. All right. And okay. Was it Mel or was it Carmela next? Mel, was it you or Carmela? All right.
I'm looking at Dubai. There is today we have a promise that we are going to have speech to speech. So if you're coming to Dubai, there is a small, it's like a radio, small one, that you speak in your language and each speak in the other language you ask. Speech to speech. And it's very easy. When you go abroad, you take it with you and you speak in your language and the machine speak to the other person in his language. There are 18 languages in that small machine. So it's very, very easy today to go anywhere you want. And that speech to speech translate your word and no problem with the language anymore.
All right. That's good. And we are definitely getting a tour of Dubai here with all this information everybody's got. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Piling on with some more goody information. That is good stuff. And now let's go to Mel.
Thank you. My throat. All the talking on the phone at work, man. I need to get rid of my throat. Sometimes my voice just disappears. You know. As I'm going by what my sister told me because I haven't been there. But as far as the dressing part, no, they're not restricted. You can wear your clothes. I mean, you just don't want to walk around like half naked like we do here with that little slim. But it's there. You are liberated to walk with clothes, with whatever clothes you brought with you, except if you're going for a camel ride. You will wrap the whatever it's called. I forgot the name of what she called because she took pictures of that on the camel, and you have to have a certain head wrap because it's sandy, right? It's a desert. So when you're going for the camel ride, you have to protect your nasal area because of the dust. But other than that, she said there's no restriction really. Maybe in some high places, who knows? But Dubai is like any other country. And even from my country, they go there for expo. They've been there a long time, advertising. Lots of Caribbean countries go there every year, once a year, to advertise, their products. So it's not a country that is going to penalize anybody. These people are very liberated.
Well, they call it an open trade zone. That is good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where else in the world you really could get that other than maybe Dubai. The open trade zone stuff is really good. And we had someone on 8 months ago. And those of you who have been here most nights know who it was. I don't remember his name, but he had moved his business from Papua New Guinea, I guess, to Dubai. And he manufactured jeans and other clothing items. And he went to Dubai, A, because of no taxation, and B, because he could export and it wouldn't cost him anything to export it. That's good stuff. That's amazing stuff. I would think other countries might take a hint from that. I know one that won't, and we have a lot of us here happen to be living there, but it would be a good idea. The economy too. Are you talking to your dog in Hebrew again? I see. I knew what you were doing.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I pick up an occasional Hebrew word. I know you were telling the dog to go back and lay down.
My dog is looking in my papers, and I said I don't allow.
All right, are we going back to you, Carmela, or were you done? You got more for us? Pile it on.
I'm looking a place to go. So I'm thinking maybe Dubai will be one of them.
All right, why not? Why not?
Yes, I
How
want to
far are you
move,
from Dubai? How far is Israel from Dubai? Plane ride.
4 hours.
How many hours?
4 hours in a flight. Yes.
4 hours. What's the holdup, Carmel? What's the holdup then? There's no conflict going on.
It's nothing. It's next door.
You are. All right, we're bringing in Cynthia Deering. Hello, Cynthia. Thanks for being here. Hey, David Switzer, how about those Kansas City Chiefs, dude?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the game.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit nervous towards the end there, but you know, when he kicked that field goal and missed it, I knew we had it right there and then, you know, so I was really happy.
Yeah, man. Our Bucks went home. Chris was ragging on me pretty good today on Live with Marty and Chris. I'd called in to give Chris some information, and first thing out of his mouth is, "How about them Lions?" So the Bucks got sent home. Hey, it was a good game all the way around. So
yeah, it was. It was a good game.
Yeah,
real good game.
Well, let's go over to let's see, is that McConaugheyville? Let's go to McConaugheyville.
Yeah, I forgot to mention earlier that Dubai really took off in 1966 when that oil was discovered that you talked about earlier. Also, the water that you drink over in Dubai is all desalinated. And also, as far as the Detroit Lions go, she's from Michigan, so I know exactly what you're saying. Back to you, Rob.
All right, man. All right. Yeah, how about them Lions? I mean, 30 years it's been since they've been a champion. So pretty exciting stuff for them. And, hey, we've been to the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. We understand what it's like to come from nowhere and really be something. So that's good stuff.
Yeah, I watched that game. That was a good game. Real good game.
Yep. That's for sure. Okay. Was that it, DL, or do you want to throw some more in there? That's it for now?
About
okay.
Dubai, I don't know I'll ever make it over there.
You'll make it over there.
I don't know. We'll see. It's a pretty. I would like to go over there. It's really pretty over there, though. It's really clean and everything else. And hopefully, when we make that fortune, we can go over and spend a little bit of money over there too, and buy some nice stuff over there. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good for sure, David. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it's picture time, according to the executive producer. I know you're shocked, but Miss Nakamoto would like to take a picture. And most of you know the drill. It's an action shot. Either give us a sign. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you were talking to finish telling them the instructions.
Here's the instructions. 3, 2, 1. She'll take the picture and either do a like Carmela's doing, or maybe the peace sign, or maybe one of these for a smile. Whatever you feel like doing.
I love you.
Or I love you.
Anything.
Whatever floats your boat will float ours. So
come close to the camera so we see your faces. Some of you are far away.
All right, all right.
Everybody ready?
Ready?
Oh wait, someone's there. Who's that?
I believe Latoya. Oh, Frank.
Oh, hopefully he can show his
camera.
Right.
All right, Frank, come on down, brother.
We'll wait for him to come in.
I saw Latoya.
She clicked, but I don't know why she didn't show up.
All right, Frank's coming down. We'll wait for Frank, see if he can throw his camera on there. Frankie. What are you doing, Frankie?
If he doesn't show up, he'll try again.
There he is. Frank, put that camera on if you can.
Mohammed Ashraf, Abdul
Abdul
Manaf, Saidul, Juanita, anybody want to turn your camera on? This is the time to do it. We're going to take a photo, a screenshot now.
One of these.
All right? Okay, here we go.
All right.
You can say if you want.
3,
With your
in
pen.
2, 2, 1.
Now.
Action.
All right. How did that
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. I think they're only $5 a picture, so just go to our messenger, and your checks are welcome. And there's no carrying fee. We don't charge any fees, so it's just $5 a picture.
How about $50, Rob? A piece.
Hey, there are a couple of those pictures worth $50. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you guys going to meet up with Chris over there?
Oh, I should have mentioned that earlier. Yeah, I've been talking with Chris. He made it to New Smyrna Beach. He has his cousin lives there, or has property, 7 acres, not far from, I guess, the ocean there in New Smyrna Beach. They're building on the property, so it's perfect for his RV. They have 3 RV slots with running water and electricity. Only thing they don't have is a plumbing hookup. So tomorrow, this may be TMI, but tomorrow Chris has got to dig a hole, so he's got a place to put the remnants of the bathroom. But at any rate, he's living life pretty large. He's loving the driving. Now he's in Florida. It's a little cool here. It was in the 30s this morning here. Got up into the 60s, and the next few days is going to be in the 70s. Tonight, Chris told me, I guess I can say this, he's at a church function with his cousins. They're having a chili cook-off. So give Chris a little break and meet some people he hasn't met. And as far as founders go, because that was your question, we're all trying to figure out, he and I have been working on it a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 spots where we can get the most people, because Florida is full of founders. We thought about maybe Tampa, Orlando, where Ash is. The Orlando thing's very nice because within 100 miles, you could probably get 500 founders within 100 miles or more. So that's the game plan. He's going to be there 30. Go ahead.
It could be a very big turnout.
It could be upwards of 500 to 1,000 people if everything goes well. So look out, Georgia. You had 30. Marty said we got to step our game up in Florida. Well, I'm here to help Chris do that. So we'll see what happens. My phone has been ringing off the hook. We've got emails. When are we going to get to see Chris? Where's he at? Blah, 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 and a blah, blah. So I kind of like the idea of going to the parking lot where the office is, the corporate office is, because there's a nice there's like 5, 6 restaurants within walking distance. Fill the parking lot up with ONPASSIVians and have a live right from there. That's one thought. The other thought is there's so many founders in the Miami area, maybe have a second or third function in Miami so they don't have to drive the 200 miles to Orlando. And so the bulk of the people are Miami and Tampa Bay as far as numbers of founders, founding member affiliates. So that's the game plan now. He's going to be there 30 days, believe it or not. He told me that tonight. So there's plenty of time for meet and greets, plenty of time to go to a chili cook-off. Might have to get him a Cuban sandwich, which is popular in Tampa Bay. So it should be fun. His dog Bella is with him. She's only, I might as well tell it all. She's only had 1 accident, and she sits in the captain's chair on the other side when Chris is driving, parked, when they're parked. She loves the captain's chair. So he's having a good time. He's having the time of his life. Georgia was great. A lot of you probably saw the Georgia function in Dr. Bill's palatial estate. Where he is now, where Chris is now, is not very palatial. There's no plumbing. There's electricity, though. And he's got 7 acres, so Bella can just run, and have a good old time. So that's a Chris report. As I find things out, I'll pass them along to everybody. anyone who's from Florida tonight, if you want to text me or send me an email or send a flare up on what your idea might be of a meetup or several meetups, Chris is open to all suggestions. So that's it from Tampa Bay. And next up, if I can see the other view, I think maybe Miss Latoya. I think it is. Go ahead, Latoya from Washington State.
Yay! Originally from Tennessee. Thank you, Rob and Lynn. I appreciate you. So, two things. My dad is from Florida. He's the one who brought me in, and the founder who brought him in is also in Florida. North Lauderdale. Where is that in the?
That's Miami. That's all the way down south. That's 280 miles from us, but from Chris, it's only about 160. So,
okay.
The idea I'm trying to get Chris to like and maybe do is have something in the Miami area to where you could get all of South Florida to come. Within 100 miles, there's probably a couple thousand founders. So this thing
they
could really
did something.
They did
something. Sorry. They did something last year with the folks around there. Wasn't that many, wasn't thousands, but it was a good turnout. My dad talked to me about it. So yeah, so that's one thing. And then I just got a new position as a travel agent, guys. I've been looking for a job as a virtual assistant. And because the job that I'm doing now, I'm kind of, I'm in and out of that right now, kind of doing it halfway. But I wanted to do more of like a virtual assistant type, so I could still work remotely. So I've just been sending applications everywhere. And I got an acceptance yesterday, and I'm going through the process all day today. So it costs people nothing, apparently, to book with a travel agent. You just pay. I think the difference is between you doing it yourself and the travel agent doing it for you is that, right? Just like ONPASSIVE, the travel agent does everything for you. And you would just pay what you would usually pay for the trip itself, whatever it is. You're not paying anything extra to have a travel agent do it for you, because the travel agent gets paid commissions from the company who helps with all the different booking sites, like the hotels and there's all kinds of things. I could book trips for everything, guys. I could book you guys a trip to Florida, or get you a bus or an RV. And if somebody wants to just go drive 200 miles, have somebody drive them, that's the business that Francis does. I don't know if he's on there today. There was another founder. I haven't heard from her in a while, but I know you used to do it, Rob, but she also is a driver. She drives people like snowbirds from north to south.
Snowbirds here now, I'll tell you. We went to.
Is it Violet? Oh yeah.
We went to Costco today, and the line was from the store to the back of the store to check out. It was jamming.
Well, there's a founder that's driving them there, so you got to talk to her. I think is it Violet? No. Does that name sound familiar? Is it Violet? Does anybody remember? She used to come. She was on RobLynn a lot, but I hadn't heard from her. But that was a job for a while, and she just loves driving. And I know a person here who has a family member. That's all they do. They don't get paid or anything. They just, anytime anybody needs a ride, they just love to drive so much. They just drive. They'll just drive for any reason. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
You guys want to help me? And I plan parties too. And I plan parties and get-togethers. Not that I would need to help you guys plan, but yeah, if you guys want to help with the travel, I can do that for you.
All right.
Yay. So just let me know. I'm out there.
All right.
Out here. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Okay, thanks. Let's see. That was Latoya. No other hands. I think it's time for a song. What do you think? Yeah. Johnny.
Okay.
Everybody keep muted, okay? So the camera will stay on John.
We're going to spotlight Mr. Barilla.
All righty. Hello, everybody. I have a very beautiful song, I think, tonight. It's a short song, actually, but it's a very, very pretty song. And I think probably pretty well known, no matter how old you are or young you are. It's an American classic. It was made popular by Andy Williams. If you remember his name, he was he's a great singer. He's actually part of him and his brothers. I think he had 3 other brothers. They sang as a quartet before he kind of broke out and became a big star on his own. And he had his own television show for quite a while, variety television show. And this is one of his big hits from back in the day, Andy Williams, written by Johnny Mercer and Henry Nicola Mancini. And the song is Moon River.
Moon River, yeah.
Music likes to play a little bit towards the end there, you know.
That is a classic, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Moon River, Andy Williams. Wow.
That's the ringtone on my phone.
Oh, really? Oh, great.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Oh, I'm so happy when I come up with something that means something to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
It comes from the best movie, my favorite movie.
She's an Audrey Hepburn fan.
Right. It was from Audrey Hepburn movie, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Right. Yes. Yes.
Well done, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice, John. Very, very nice. No one's from the deaf communities here. Did you want to teach any sign or just wait for them? We prefer to spotlight the deaf doing the sign instruction. So we'll wait for another night when they're on. Let's see.
We have some nice feedback from our chat.
Let's talk about the chat.
And we got, let me scroll up a bit. And we have Chris, who's a RobLynnLiver. Chris Tizan posted the lyrics to Moon River, a song by Audrey Hepburn. Thank you for posting that. And Jillian says, this is one of the most popular songs in the world. Wow. Let's see. Let me go scroll down a little bit more. Very nice, John Barilla, with Michael Chatta. Brenda Ross says, beautiful, John. I have always loved that song. Angela Land says, nice, John. Clover Kelly says, lovely song, John Barilla. And Mel says, one of my favorite oldie goodies, John. Beautiful. And Asita has some thumbs up, clapping emojis for you. And we have Joseph D'Souza who says, good song and sang well, John brother. Irena's clapping for you. And we have, is that it? I think that's it.
All right.
Yep, that's
all right,
good.
all right.
Nice feedback.
Did anybody else want to sing tonight? Well, don't all raise your hand at once. If anybody else wants to sing, bring it. I can't get Ric Flair right, so you won't be hearing from me tonight.
Oh, any singers in the crowd?
Sing, everybody run away.
If nobody volunteers, I could sing another one. Oh.
Whoa, you would do that?
Right on.
Bring
Sure,
it,
it would have to be one that I didn't go over, but I'll give it a shot.
Right.
Hey, I think we'd all enjoy that.
All right. Well, hold on a second here. I got to get it up. Whoop, a little bit early. I didn't mean to bring that up yet. Hold on. Because I didn't know I was going to do this. Hold on. It's coming up. All right. Now, I hope I don't get interrupted by a commercial or something, because I'll have to stop it if it does that. But we'll see if it'll go right to the song. Now, this is, I didn't look up any information except that it's a Oscar Peterson song. It's, I mean, a hit by Oscar Peterson. And it's kind of in the, well, it's, I think it's around the same time period. I'm not absolutely sure, but this one is called, and it's also very familiar. and I have not sung it before this, so we'll see what happens. Autumn Leaves is the name of this song. So let's see what happens. It's kind of an adventure. If I mess it up, I'll come back another night after I know what I'm doing. The fallen leaves drift by my window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Oh, red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves.
All right. Well, I don't see any hands raised, but I'd like to hear from, if we could, I think we'd all like to hear from Mr. Estrada. Pedro. Oh, there's your hand. Go ahead, Pedro. And Don too. Okay, good stuff. Let's start with Pedro, and then we'll go back to Swirehartville.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you, John, for the two songs. I appreciate that very much. Always willing to contribute. That's great. I appreciate everyone's info about Dubai. I have spoken to a few people that been there recently with the idea of getting some information about ONPASSIVE. Unfortunately, the couple that went, they went to Abu Dhabi instead of, because he said that he had been in Dubai, but I would have loved to hear if he had been in Dubai. And he said he went to Abu Dhabi, which is a little farther down. But yes, English is the language because they speak English. Of course, she speaks Filipino. She worked there for 10 years in Dubai. So, but it was before the time that ONPASSIVE was there, so I couldn't get any feedback on that. I spoke to someone else that has been there and is very lavish. There is no restrictions as other Muslim countries such as Egypt. I remember my daughter went to Egypt once and she had to cover her head. Otherwise, everybody would be talking to her in Arabic, saying things. But not in Dubai. So I think Pat Green is safe to travel, and she won't be required to do much. It's a very lavish country for what I hear, and I love to go, of course. I'm going to do everything I can to go and check it out because I got to see all Station 29 and all what ONPASSIVE has done around it. But so that's all I wanted to add. Everything else has been said with the history and that. When I first heard Dubai was being built in the middle of the desert, to me it sounded like a crazy idea back in the 60s. But as we can see, they had a lot of forethought in what was their envision, and it has come to pass. Unfortunately, we are there. ONPASSIVE is there. So I don't have much to add anymore. Thank you so much for everyone's comments.
All right, Pedro. Thank you. Thank you, man. We appreciate you coming on every night, brother. It means a lot to us. Let's, as it does with everybody who's here tonight and any other night. And we're hovering in the 60 in the chat range. That's not too
shabby.
So let's go over to Dawn and DL. Go ahead, folks.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, John, the currency of Dubai. It's actually called the dirham, the DIRHAM, I believe. And that exchange rate with the U.S. dollar is 26 cents to the dollar for the dirham. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So if I go there with $1, it's only worth 26 cents. Is that what you're saying?
No, you would get slightly over 4 dirhams for $1.
Okay. So, okay. So that's cool.
Yeah, they're about 26 cents per dirham. So the exchange.
So I'd be living life large there.
Yeah, you could. Absolutely. For a while. Absolutely.
I don't know how large because I'm related to someone that likes to shop. So that could be trouble. So anyway, all right, 4 to 1 isn't bad. Go ahead, John.
I was going to say when they were mentioning the rents, and was it a well? One thing I noticed was the cheap 1-bedroom was $855 a month. Well, my 1-bedroom apartment in New York here, right now anyway, is $855 a month. Now for New York, that's really cheap. The whole thing is that's because I'm on what's called rent stabilization. So that when I got this apartment way back in 1976, they passed this law called rent stabilization law, which meant that your apartment could only be raised a certain amount each year as it went on every time your lease was up or whatever. And that would keep the rents, well, I say reasonable, fairly low in that sense. But an apartment like my apartment, if it were off of the rent stabilization, which a lot of apartments are off rent stabilization, if I left this apartment, it would get off rent stabilization. That's one reason I've lived here all these years, because I wouldn't want to have to pay the exorbitant rents. A 1-bedroom apartment is like $3,000 a month for a 1-bedroom in New York City. And I think, I can't remember what they said, the 1-bedroom apartments other than the cheap $855, but there was wasn't it like $1,250 or something like that? And for New York, that's like a studio apartment that's not on rent stabilization, you might get for $1,250 to $1,500. So it just shows you how much the rents there are actually cheaper, except for my little rent stabilization situation. Any people in New York that are on rent stabilization, they have a much better, reasonable rent. So just wanted to bring that up. So my rent, $855, is kind of like probably a brand new, modern, fabulous apartment for $855 in Dubai. I've got like an old, unrenovated since 1976 apartment in New York for $855. But I appreciate it because that's a pretty good rent for a New York apartment.
That is pretty inexpensive. Let's go to Latoya, where the rent's a little bit higher out there on the West Coast. Go ahead, Latoya.
Hello there. So, John, I had this, when you mentioned that, I just thought to myself, there's a lot of reasons. That's the main reason why a lot of people are stuck living where they are, because, they have such a good deal on the rent, and it's just a crying shame. Anywho, what I was thinking is, would you consider, and don't tell your landlord this, would you consider letting somebody sublet your place, like working a deal with, and letting somebody live in your place and pay that $850 or the $900 or whatever, and that gives you the opportunity to move wherever you want to? Would that be something you could do, or would that be like against the rules and you'd like?
Well, you could, if I wanted to sublet my apartment, like if I go on a tour out of town for acting, I have sublet my apartment, but you have to get permission. You have to inform the landlord, and people play tricks, but I didn't play any tricks. I would rent the apartment to the person for the amount. But there are people who have rent stabilized apartments. In fact, there are a few people that managed to get a few rent stabilized apartments back when, and this is not legal either, but they will then pay the cheap rent, keep those apartments, rent 2 of them out and live in one of them, and rent the two they rent out, they'll knock up the rent a few $100s or whatever. And that stuff's not legal, but I know of people that do that. For myself, when I
talk about that, John, we're in Washington State. It's so ridiculous out here. It is just ridiculous. Like, and it's such a great place to live. And it's like what you're talking about on steroids out here, because they do that with all types of housing. It's not just apartments. They do it with like homes. You know, they have a lot of Airbnbs out here. People being like losing out on homes because they're turned into like these, you know, resorts and things like that. So yeah, but I mean, my suggestion, my thought is that there could be a way for you. I mean, and you said you've done it before, like if you've gone on the tour.
Well, the thing is, though, if I were moving somewhere else, that's kind of not kosher either. If I go on a tour, like I said, then I sublet because I'm coming back, and I only charge what I would pay. But if I were going to try to live somewhere else, like if I start making a lot of money, go in some fabulous apartment and live somewhere else and try to sublet this apartment, if they caught me doing that, that's not good either.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking more short-term stuff. Yeah, not necessarily moving, but like being a snowbird, you know, just coming to, you know, living part of the year in one place and part of the year in New York, you know, But at least you can do it, so that's good. So at least you're not like
there are ways to do it where you're not really ripping anybody off. So there are people that sublet and they have another house and they spend a few months there, but then they sublet their apartment, things like that, you know.
And it's a win-win. I mean, there's people who would love to just have some time just to do something, you know, not even long-term for themselves in New York, and, you know, just have a place that they know that they could go.
Yeah. There was a thing in New York called rent control. When I first moved to New York, the lowest level of rent was called rent control. And when I first came here in 1970, the first apartment that I had, and I shared it with another guy, the rent was $67 a month. So my rent in New York City in 1970 was $33.50 a month. That's pretty, you know, even back then that was cheap, you know.
Yeah. It's just a cost of corruption, you know, because I remember I'm not that much younger than you. I mean, I was born in the 70s. So I remember like things were cheap, and then all of a sudden things were super expensive.
Wait a minute. You were born in the 70s. If you were born in the 70s, you're a lot younger than I am, because I was born in 1948.
He just looks young.
Okay. No, you got a very young spirit is what it is. You got an incredibly young spirit. Okay, so cool. Thank you.
Thank you. We got a few more hands raised. Let's, I think, Pat, I think you, and then Frank, and then Carmela, and then we'll swing over to Greg if he's got something for us tonight.
Mel too.
And Mel, too. I'm sorry, Mel. My eyes are killing me tonight.
We'll go to Pat Green first.
Pat Green first, if we would unmute and bring it.
Hey, John, I was just wondering, did they get the boiler fixed in your apartment building?
Yes, they did. It took it was the other night, and they couldn't get it fixed until almost the next evening. So we had a very cold night that night, and the whole next day it was also very cold in here, and no hot water, of course. But they had a problem with the boiler itself. So it wasn't that they didn't get right on it. They got somebody here right away, but then they had a problem with what they needed to fix it. But it took about a day or a little bit more than a day, but they did fix it. It's all back. The heat's on. The water's hot. So it's all good at the moment.
Good. I was wondering about you because I've been thinking about you. So I know what it's like to be somewhere without any heat.
my building is 1899, so the boiler, well, it's not that old, but our boiler's at least 30 years old. We had one before that was 80 years old. That boiler broke down all the time. This is the new boiler. I call it the new boiler because they put it in when I was living here, but it's 30 years old, and they could probably use another one. And I wouldn't mind that myself, because it does break down in the winter time a few times usually.
One of my favorite shows to watch on TV is, when I catch it, is This Old House, where they have a program where they teach kids how to work on houses and stuff, and how to do things. You know, they have craftsmen there, where they take the old molding and stuff in the houses and they redo it, and I enjoy watching it, you know. And they have a program where they teach the kids how to do all of that, so they have a trade. And I just thought that was really neat. But you were talking about that boiler, and I know I watched a show or two where they were talking about people that do air conditioning and heating, and you know, and all sorts of stuff in that too. So I thought that was pretty neat. But anyway, that's all I had to say. So I'll let somebody else talk.
Thank you, Dorothy, very much. Frank, did you want to say something? He had his hand up earlier. Yeah. Frank, did you want to hop on board and Frank Rowe, first boy. Try it again.
Yeah, I'm here now. You hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead, Frank.
You hear me now?
Can hear you now. Go ahead, Frank Rowe.
I was going to do a song, but I tested the music and it kept on stopping, so I know I'm getting too much buffering.
Okay, well,
there's a way to record it and let y'all hear me.
Well, that'd be cool too. Record it, and maybe we'll try it tomorrow night.
You know, I can record. Yeah. You could see me.
All right, well, let's plan on that. Maybe if you can record it, come on.
Is there a way to put that on the prompter or something, or I could put it in Messenger?
Oh, no, we'll figure something out. With Chris Tiazone here, we've got an expert in the audio-video world. So, yeah, try to record it, and we'll get it over to Chris, and we'll go from there.
That'd be great. That way you could hear me singing and see me singing. I mean, it's disappointing to me that I don't, you know, I can't do it here like this, because it really does disappoint me.
Well, we'll do that. Let's try that tomorrow night, maybe.
I want everybody to see me.
Yeah, maybe if you can record it, we'll try it tomorrow night with Chris. All right?
I sent Chris a friend request, but he hasn't never answered back.
All right. Well, he's here tonight. He'll hear it. I'm sure he'll. He's a co-host tonight, so I'm sure he'll. While he's there, he is right there. Chris, Frank Rose sent you a friend request. Get on it. Facebook friend request.
Okay, I'm on it.
No, I'm just kidding, Chris. He wants to maybe record a song and have us play it. Is that something you think we can do?
Yes.
By the way, Rick. I mean, Rob.
Well, as long as you didn't call me Ron, Rick is okay.
This is how you do a Ric Flair. You go from left to right. You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is how you do a Ric Flair. You go from left to right. You go, woo! Like that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, that's a Ric Flair.
Latoya, that was a Ric Flair original right there. All right. Well, I'm going to hang up my Ric Flair.
Sorry, Rob. No, it's Frank from now on. Sorry. Good job, Frank. Nice one. I almost thought it was him. Where's Rick? Was he in here?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I can do it too.
Now we got two. Listen to this. Now we got a competition for who's the best Ric Flair. All right, we'll do this another night. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Well, see, you got an advantage, Rob. You can get it straight from him. Practice, practice, practice.
I don't know about that. All right, let's go.
Rob,
I think it was
I'd like to say something else.
All right, go ahead, Frank.
You know, you was talking about Ric Flair. There's a guy on there that calls himself the head of the table. We ought to acknowledge Ashton Flair as the head of the table and acknowledge him.
I like that.
That's the way.
He's definitely the head of this table. I guarantee you that.
That'd be good for a hat. Good for a hat, Rod. It'd be good for a hat. Ashton Flair, head of the table. Acknowledge him.
I'll mention that. I'll try to get the word to him that he's now the head of the table. Usually the person at the head of the table picks up the check. According to my kids, whenever I sit at the head of the table.
That's his new title.
All right. All right.
We all need to acknowledge him.
All right, Frank. We'll do it. I'm on it. I'm on it. No more.
Rob, I was going to mention, if you don't mind, I was going to mention that the other day when I sang "It's Not Unusual," I couldn't remember who requested it, and it was I looked up where I wrote it down, and it was Charlie L's. I don't know, I don't think Charlie was even here that night because he's not here all the time. I may have to do it another night again when Charlie is here sometime, when we know that he's here, because I don't think he was here the night that I sang the song because I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, he wasn't, but I happen to have his cell number, so I'll see when he's going to be on next, and maybe we'll plan for you.
Yeah, sometime when he comes, because I could sing it for him then.
All right. All right, sounds good. Yeah, he lives about a mile from my son in South Haven. So, all right. Where were we going? Were we going Mel and then over to Mel and then Carmela? Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, thank you, RobLynn. I wasn't going to say much. It's regarding Dubai. I don't know why Dubai is in me now. You guys mentioned Dubai. I want to go to Dubai. I was looking at the Canadian currency in Dubai, and I think you can use your debit card though in there when you go. And it was just posted in 2022. So Canadians, and I think Americans as well, we can use not just the AED currency, but our Canadian. It might not worth much, but we can actually use our card over there.
Very good information.
Yeah, I was just reading it.
That are going to need that information. So that's good stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Over to Mel. Over to Carmela. She's got Mel in her name. Carmela. Go ahead, Schwartzy.
Carmela. Oh, I write it. Mel inside Carmela. Do you understand? Nice. I like it. Okay, I wanted to say, if you want to change a place, you better go to a place that it's sometimes the flight is expensive, but the stay is cheapest. So you make it easy because the stay is cheapest. You give it back to the flight that it was expensive. For example, if I go to Thailand, it's very expensive the ticket, but when I stay there for a long time and it's cheap life there, I get the money back from that time that I was in Thailand. This is an example to how you save money. If the ticket is expensive, then the stay is cheapest, so it's balanced.
All right, good.
And usually, if you go to Dubai, you got 4 times for your dollars because it's a quarter of the money there. So you become a rich person when you go to Dubai with your money because it's 4 times than the money there.
Good
so
stuff.
So, for example, in the last 30 years ago, I went to Turkey. And I was a very rich person because I brought the money from Israel was very much a lot from the Turkish people. And with my money, I become a rich person because I am come from a foreign place. So it depends where you go and where you come from and how you earn your money. That's make the difference.
Thank you.
So, for example, for me, to go to Thailand is very cheap. if I pay here for a cup of soup $20, there $5. So it's really cheap to live in Thailand. So
Yep.
I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll go to live there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And let's see, that was Carmela. Greg, you got something for us tonight? I know you do.
Okay.
Not a
So
song.
thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
go ahead.
Carmela. Yeah, thank you, Carmela. And hello, Melanie. Everybody here on the panel tonight, I'd really like to say hello to you. I really appreciate and love you all. Thanks, Chris, for always checking out my profile on LinkedIn. There's a lot of great people here tonight. For me, it's definitely a great family atmosphere, and I really enjoy it, and it means a lot to me. As far as development of Dubai, being a builder my whole life, pretty much, being a lot of things, but mostly as far as the money that comes in that makes me live the way I do today, which I feel like I live like a king compared to so many in this world today. I know I do. But as far as going to Dubai and how it's developed, I think it's really awesome. I do know that Israel is really the head of all technology right now. Japan may be good. A lot of these other countries do, but believe me, Israel has a winning edge on technology because of where they are. And I know that God's hands in control of that. As far as Dubai goes and going over there, she said, Carmela, I think said 12 hours from where she is in Israel. And I was thinking about the flight from Seattle. Well, I'm not in Seattle, but north of Seattle, about an hour. I'm flying to Tokyo. It's 11 hours. That's enough. I can't hardly handle 11 hours. So you just about need to have a Valium or something to sleep for half the time so you can make it. But I'd love to be able to go over to Dubai and check out the technology and what they're doing over there. It's really quite amazing. It's probably our most technological city in this world today. And I think it is actually. And so it's really developing at a rate that I never saw something develop before. And having being a part of the 151st floor and 134th floor, that's boggles my mind as far as our company and where it goes and where it is and where it started at. And he said we're starting at the top, and believe me, I had never thought about that when he came up with that one. That was pretty cool. That just blew me away as a builder. And so I think about I wonder who's going to be the first one to jump off of that building and do one of those what do they do, kite flying down. I haven't seen anybody do it yet or heard about it, but I'm sure somebody's going to jump off the Burj Khalifa. It'd be pretty interesting to see happen.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Did he do it in a movie?
No, but this last movie where he took his motorcycle and actually he does his own stunts, from what I'm told. Rode a motorcycle up a ramp, which put him, I don't know, 5 or 6,000 feet in the air. The motorcycle went one way, he went the other, and they really had told him they didn't want him to do that stunt because of how dangerous it was, and it went off perfectly. So it would not shock me for him to be the first to do the Burj.
Well, unless Evel Knievel was around.
That's true.
I seen him actually live and jump 13 Ford Falcons in Montana when I was a child, when I was 12, which was pretty interesting to see him. He was from, I think it was Butte, Montana, and I happened to be living in East Missoula at the time. We moved from Anacortes here in the San Juans over there for 4 years. And that's, of course, where I lived in Missoula. But anyway, that's where I met Evel Knievel for the first time, and that was quite a deal. So,
yeah, man.
But anyway, Dubai, I'll go there if I get a chance, of course. But I don't know if I want to. I want to go to Japan first, and that's in a couple of years away from now. So we're working on it.
Good stuff. Keep working
When
away.
Apple is coming, everybody will go whatever he wants to.
It'll be fun.
Hey, that'll be cool. That's good. Yeah. All right, let's see. Was it LaToya first or John? I'm not sure. Go ahead, LaToya. John yields the floor to the lovely lady from Washington State.
Yeah, so thanks again. I totally forgot. I've one Burj Khalifa story, but actually now two that Rob mentioned, Tom Cruise. So he actually did do one of the Mission Impossible movies, Ghost Protocol, I'm pretty sure, was filmed, part of it was filmed at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. There's a whole big major scene that happens there if you all want to check it out, because after I joined ONPASSIVE, which was like a week before the unveiling at the Burj Khalifa, I watched the movie because it's one of my favorites. I love him in that series. And when it came to that part, I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And back then it had just been built up. Can't remember exactly when the year of the movie, but it was just called the Burj at the time. And then they added the Khalifa later. But when he did the movie, it was called the Burj. Now he did the stunt on the outside of the Burj Khalifa. Back then, it was that movie where his insurance company was like, you will not do this. We are not paying for you to hang off the outside of the Burj Khalifa. And he did it anyway. Either he paid for himself, but he's been good. That was the first time his insurance company was like, we are not going to pay to support you in this movie because he does all his own stunts. And it's a tense one too, if you guys watch it. And so the story I was going to tell is that, of course, we did join, me and my kids, and we got all of our accounts right before we unveiled at the Burj Khalifa. And I remember how amazing it was as they were doing the live stream. But then a couple of months later, I was looking at the produced version again, and I noticed that the first scene of the produced version came in from like a top view of Dubai, from the sky, and it looked like a microchip with the lights and the streets and how straight it was. It looked like a microchip. So and then I looked at it and I almost screamed, and my kids were like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, because, you know, I'm the only one here, so if I go down, they're in big trouble, you know. And I was like, you guys, look at this. This is the Burj Khalifa. We have a building here, and we were like so excited. And then my son kept asking me about the Burj Khalifa, and then they flew to go stay with their dad. And on the way there, the flight had like a map of the flight, so you could track yourself on the flight. And then you could also watch movies and listen to music, and you could also move the map around. And my son at the time, he asked me, where on this map is Dubai? And we're sitting on the plane flying to Tennessee, and he's asking me, oh, here's a map. Can you show me where Dubai is on this map? So I had to, like, you know, zoom it, you know, down and like move it around. So I had to find the continent and expand it and look, I got a chance to point out Dubai to him on the map. And I was just like, wow, he was so interested. I think he's probably like 7 or 8 at the time. So yeah, those are my Burj Khalifa stories. But yeah, I'm a fan of Tom Cruise too. So he has done it. Check it out. I'm pretty sure it's Ghost Protocol, like Mission Impossible 5 or 4 or 5. So yeah, okay. I think that's it for now.
All right. Well, I know you guys didn't know this, but this is public information. I do my own stunts as well. That's why I hobble around all the time. I got a bad neck, bad back, bad feet, and I'm not as good looking as Tom Cruise, but I do my own stunts.
Well, you know, that's where your son got it from, I'm sure. Isn't that where Teddy got it from? Had to be.
Well, we're all athletic in my family. In fact, I just heard from my daughter who used to play softball. She just texted me, so I don't know what that's about. But when you have 6 kids, 10 grandkids, the phone goes fairly regularly with texts and phone calls. So let's see. Was it? Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Wait a minute. It was either John or Don. John or Don? Who was it? Oh, it was John. Okay. You just got the finger, John. Go ahead.
The pointer finger.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something about my song. But first of all, I was going to say, you know, Tom Cruise actually does have a stunt double, but he doesn't use them for his stunts. He does his own stunts. But he has a person that they use for certain shots or angles, or they actually use CGI to enhance some of the stunts, but I just wanted to say that because I like Tom Cruise and I know what he does with his stunts. But basically, he does the hard stuff that most actors that do their own stunts don't do, for sure. But he does actually have a guy. Anyway, so, but also, I wanted to make a confession. You know, I wasn't very happy with the Autumn Leaves song. I'll tell you why, and I think people might enjoy this. When you, the way I do these songs, I think of a song I might want to do. Then I look for an arrangement or the background music, because you have, a lot of times you have choices. And I hadn't, I never sang Autumn Leaves with the accompaniment, let's say, but I had it up on my tabs here because I was looking for songs and I was deciding Moon River, and I sang it and I'm ready to do that. I had Autumn Leaves up and I listened to 2 versions and I hadn't decided which I was using, and I did not practice it at all. Now I have to say, when I was going to say, let me sing it anyway, you know, okay, but I meant to choose the version that I was thinking, I'll use this version, because the version that I did was not that version. The version that I accidentally chose in one of the tabs here is like Oscar Peterson, like I said, and it's like a snappy, fast jazz version of Autumn Leaves, and I never sang it. So the other version is a quieter, it's a jazz, but it's easier, it's softer, and that's the one I was going to use. So I used the wrong one, and I hadn't rehearsed it anyway. So when that thing started going, and I'm singing for you folks, I'm going, holy crap, excuse me, could that be any? And literally the lyrics were going by faster than I could keep up with it. I actually cut some phrases out completely because I couldn't get to them. So I don't know what that sounded like, but believe me, that's an example of when you're doing a performance and you got to keep going because, uh-oh, what's going on here? And that was kind of fun. I just wanted to let you folks know that I was going through a lot during that song, and I went, what? Oh my goodness. So I just wanted everybody to know that. Now, in the future at some point, I will do Autumn Leaves again with the version that I wanted to do it with. So anyway, I wanted to let people know that, just to let you know, oh, I was under some pressure there, but I sang it anyway. I hope you'll accept that. So anyway, thank you.
That's not a problem. This is not a critical audience, okay? This is a family audience. You can
Absolutely,
even
but I am a performer, so you do worry about not doing well for people, you know.
No, you're doing good. Thank you very much, John. We're going to... don't tell me you lowered your hand, Don, DL. Come on, get that hand up. Go ahead. Go ahead. I believe it's the little lady of the house got something for us.
Well, I just wanted to tell you, while you're visiting Dubai, you could go for an early morning rapid polar turbo sand dune buggy. And let's see. And with the it's $800 Duro, which is I think $200 American money.
Right.
But you get the helmet and goggles and gloves and a refreshment, and then you get your buggy, and you can go out and ride in the desert sand. So
for $200,
it would be $200 American. It's
for $200, I'm going to the bar or I'm getting on a camel. That's it. That's it.
I mean, I'm sure the desert's a little hotter than the Michigan sand dunes where I've been, sand dune buggying, but I'm sure it's pretty warm. But that's an idea.
I mean,
that's some entertainment for you. Get some fresh air and some sun.
All right. All right. Now, where are we at now? We have, oh, that was Dawn. Okay. Is that everybody? Did we hit everybody? Okay. That's good. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I was wanting to catch Greg Hill, but when I was in the military, I flew out of SeaTac, which is Seattle, and I went straight over to Tokyo from Seattle. And it took, I was on a 707 four-engine jet.
Oh, you're going back, way back if you were on a 707.
Yeah, exactly. It was took 12 hours to get there from SeaTac, Seattle to Tokyo. I just wanted to let Greg Hill know that. And he's looking forward to that trip. I just want to give him a heads up. It's going to be a while on that plane. And you go across the international date line, then you get your time and your body time gets all kind of messed up because when you leave out Seattle, you're in the daylight. And when you cross the international daylight, you're in the night. And when you land, you're in the daylight. So it kind of messes you up a little bit. But I wanted to give Greg Hill a little bit of heads up if he does that trip.
All right. Well, SeaTac is Seattle Tacoma. That's where Boeing flies out of too, right? Their test
Yes,
flight.
absolutely. That's exactly right.
Okay. I thought I had been there a few times. I thought that was what they did.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice place to fly out of too. That's one of the nicest airports. For it to be in such an international place, you know, getting in and out of there is nice. And there's a lot of good transportation options. Did y'all hear my daughters scream? Lord have mercy. See, that's why I don't come on camera or come on the speaker so much. People out here just being loud and rude. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, it's a great place to fly out of if anybody gets a chance to come to the area.
What is your Latoya? What's your dad's name? I want to look him up if there's some way he gets to one of Chris's things.
Yeah, his name is Eddie Francis, Edward Francis.
Okay, got it. Eddie Francis.
Yep. And Theo Williams was his the person who shared ONPASSIVE with him. I know Theo knows a lot of people around that area too.
All right. Yeah, we're looking forward to a little road trip, you know, from here, get out of the house and meet some founders. And we've had a couple of meet and greets here. We couldn't go to that one in Fort Lauderdale because Ash was having one of the first ever corporate webinars. So we went to that instead of going down to, what was it, Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to cruise the state while Chris is here, I think. We'll make a few trips. Did anybody else want to add something before we call it an evening? Oh, we're into the nighttime now. Heck, it's 10:30 here in St. Petersburg. All right. Well, it looks like the ayes have it or the nays have it. Somebody's got it.
Chris has his hand up.
Chris?
Yes, I'd like to play something. A request earlier. And here it goes. Please enjoy the song "And I Love You So" rendition by. Click the unmute button to see who it is.
Frank Rowe.
Wow.
You're.
Let's sing along, guys.
Man, oh man, Frank Rowe. Excellent, Frank, and thank you, Chris, for doing that, man. Wow.
That was fast. You guys worked it out. Thank you.
That is good stuff. Frank, that is a wonderful song, and you were the guy to sing it, for sure, brother. Man, you got to keep coming back. Don't you be just playing the Ollie game. You come back and sing. You and John might have to have a duet. And leave me out of it. So
we can't. The technical things make it impossible to do a duet unless we're in the same place. So we'll have to do that someday when we're in the same place together.
Well, with Chris at the controls, I think that can be arranged sooner than later. So thank you, Chris, for doing that. And Frank, thank you for doing that. And I love you so. Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. What a way to end the evening.
And we got nice comments, you know. And that song again was I Love You So, rendition by Frank Rowe. And we have Roberto Rioja saying, nice Frank. Wait, hold on, I have to pause the chat. Frank Rowe, Michael Chat is clapping. And we have Joseph D'Souza with a thumbs up and clapping. Jillian clapping for you. Armin Hogue, Frank Rowe, keep coming back, man. That's what Armin says.
There you go.
Melanie Marcano says, wonderfully sang Frank Rowe. Oh, John, you've got competition. Diane Mitchell says, awesome. Thank you all. Cheryl Best says, good night. Franz Marcelin is here. Hi, Franz. And then Franz says, thank you, everyone. Love you all. So
we
beautiful.
love you, brother.
They could do a duo. Jillian said the same thing.
Yeah.
They could do a duo.
Wow, what an evening. Once again, the evenings get better, you know? It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I don't care whether it's a Monday, which is today, or I think it's today, or Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. This is truly a family, and this is what ONPASSIVE is all about. It's bringing out Frank Rowe to sing. It's bringing out John Barilla. It's bringing LaToya to talk about what she's involved in. It's Carmela telling us what's going on in Israel, and Cynthia and Greg telling us what's going on in Washington State, and Dawn and Don keeping us healthy. It's all good, man. This is why I'm here, okay? I could be doing something else tonight, like taking a nap, since I only dozed off twice tonight, but I'd much rather be here now because you guys fire us up. This is why we are here every night. Do we want to do something twice a day? Some days, yes. Some days, no. But you know what? Tonight is, again, and I've said this before, it's brought out the why. This is the why right here. I don't care whether we have 60 or 6,000, which may happen someday if I live long enough, or 600 or even 100. It's just good stuff. This is family entertainment right here. This is what families are all about. And we're all old enough to have either had a family, or we are a family, or you name it. And I'm proud to be associated with everybody here. Have we met? Hey, we're in your living room every night. And you're in our living room. Well, you're in our dining room. The makeshift studio we got going here. But this is family, man. This is, this is good stuff. And I think we'll have Pedro wrap it up because I got run out of the mouth. Go ahead, Pedro, before I start crying.
Well, thank you so much for letting me congratulate Frank. That was wonderful. Thank you. I'm gonna just abuse the 1 minute. I have a question for Dawn about health pretty quickly. I was told by someone who had some knowledge of medicine and said that the grapefruit kind of neutralizes whatever medicine you might be taking. But today, I'm feeling pretty good, and I love grapefruit, so I went and bought a bag. But before I start eating them, I want to get your opinion whether whether that could be the case, that it neutralizes whatever medicine you're taking. Would that be a good thing to do, to eat and forget about that? Or that is the question.
I mean, I don't know a lot about medicine. I mean, I don't know what you're on. I know there's some things that the doctor will tell you not to eat or drink with certain medicines. So, I mean, grapefruit is pretty acidic. So I don't know if it would reduce the strength or do something to the medicine. If that's the reason why they're telling you not to, to have the grape juice with, or the grapefruit.
When she made that comment, when she made that comment, it was just an aspirin, because at the time I was having the episode that I went through, a cardiac arrest. But she said, no, don't give him any grapefruit because it will, the aspirin will not work, whatever. It neutralizes. So, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a chance. I love it so much, and I just want to get rid of the medicine anyway. But I just want it to be safe. I'm sorry abusing you.
No, that's all right.
Time.
I don't ever remember them telling Don to not, because I mean he has to take an aspirin, for his heart. I mean, a day, and I don't know if they ever. I don't think they ever told him to not drink it. So.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for
I'm sorry, I'm not much help there.
If I don't show up tomorrow night, it's because something went wrong. But
Stop that. Don't
just kidding.
Don't even think like that, Salada.
Have you looked it up online? Have you checked online?
No, I haven't looked it up. To tell you the truth. I probably will.
I do that. I do that a
tomorrow
lot.
before.
I would check online and see
the first one. Okay,
WebMD
I will check it out before eating.
But I don't want to tell you it's okay because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. Well, thank you for answering. No problem. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out before eating the first one.
All right. Well, thank you, Pedro. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it.
No, thank you. And all right, Carmela, take us home.
I want to say grapefruit is very dangerous with the medicine. Not to take them together. I've heard it from doctors.
All right. Well, now you got my curiosity up.
Don't drink grapefruit. It's dangerous.
All right. Well, I'm going to research that myself when I step out or slide out of this chair, because I'd like to know myself. Not that I have a heart issue, but I like grapefruit, but I don't like the acidic. It leaves too much acid. I mean, I've got to reach for the Tums or reach for the Rolaids or reach for the omeprazole, and I try not to take that much. So thank you, Carmela. Thank you to everybody tonight. You made the Nakamoto Gorman household very happy. Ollie slept through it all, but he'll be back. Did you want to say something else, Dawn? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say everybody's body is different. And some people can drink orange juice or grapefruit and those things and it doesn't bother them. And there's some people that just can't. So I just want you, if your doctor is telling you just to be careful with it, maybe there's something in your system too that, it doesn't digest very well. So, but right. I guess you just have to listen to your body. I mean, I don't know how long the aspirin stays in your system either. So.
All right. Well, thank you for that. And we have another hand up here. Go ahead, Pedro. Do you want to say something else, Pedro? Or are you good?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I have never had any reaction to anything in the past, but and this is the first time I'm taking medicine. I had never taken medicine in my life. So, but it's about 4 different pills. So, I want to make sure. I'm going to look it up. I have no problem with eating anything, but the combination of medicine and something natural, which I love. I don't know. Since this person made a comment, I'm going to take it into account. Otherwise, I would have eaten it anyway. But yeah, I will look it up first. Thank you.
Well, there's a good source of information from what I remember from my former wife, who was an RN 40 years. And once an RN, always an RN, is the PDR online. You can actually go to the physician desk reference and look up the indications of grapefruit and aspirin or grapefruit and whatever medicine you're on. So you might go to the PDR online. That's probably the quickest. Physician's desk reference.
That's a good suggestion, Rob. Good suggestion, yeah.
Cynthia, go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Just wanted to say nice to see you all. Sorry I didn't come forward before, but maybe from here on out, maybe I will. Not much to say tonight. Grapefruit is not good for me either, so I don't eat it. So when you have osteo, grapefruit is really bad thing to eat. Citrus, anything citrus. Anyway, thank you all very much, and we'll see you again.
Thank you, Cynthia. We appreciate you coming on, and I know you had some trouble with the audio and the video the other night, but you're coming in loud and clear and looking good. So thank you.
Very good.
Appreciate you.
My computers need a rest, both of them. I need a new computer.
Oh.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go
Take
back
care, you
to.
guys.
I guess we're not going back. Are we going back to you, Dawn and Don? Or no? Go ahead, Dawn.
I just was wondering about you finding another juice that isn't as, maybe apple juice. I mean, apple juice is pretty mild, and try something else that maybe you could enjoy.
Well, there you go. I love it. Speaking for myself, I love orange juice, and I'll drink the whole quart or half a gallon in one sitting. Very bad. Too much sugar, too much acid, but oh, it tastes so good.
Yeah, but grapefruit is it's strong. I mean,
it's loaded. It doesn't matter whether it's pink or the white meat.
Right.
Yeah, either way.
But maybe go with an apple juice or something, or grape juice.
There you go, Pedro. And I'm going to look the PDR up. I don't know if you'll have time tonight because it's almost 11 o'clock, and you know where you're supposed to be at 11. So I'll probably be the one to look it up, and maybe I'll send you an email with the results. All right. Very good, everybody. Thank you again for being here, and we appreciate it. Diane, did you want to say something tonight? You're awful quiet. We'd love to hear from you if you want.
I'm a listener.
I should be a better listener, and I'm not. I suck at listening, and should be a better listener. But we're glad you're here, and we're glad you're coming. It seems like every night or almost every night. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. It's all our pleasure. All right. Let's see here. All right. I think that's everybody for tonight. Yeah. Amazing to keep 50 to 60 people entertained. I guess they're entertained, either that or they're leaving their computers on or their phones on. And that's why we have such a good turnout as the night goes. But something tells me people are getting something out of RobLynnLive and Ollie the Wonder Dog, and that's cool. That makes it all worthwhile, as I said. So that all being said, are we going to do one more picture, or can we get by without it?
We could. Doesn't everybody want to take a picture?
No, no one does, but you and I.
Well, you don't know. Some people like pictures. You guys want to do a picture?
All right, John's already posing. Here we
Okay,
go.
might as well.
One more time. You're killing me, Barilla.
Might as well do a picture. Okay, here we go. Some action and expression on your face. Make it fun. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that will go in the chat. So check out the RobLynnLive Messenger chat to get all the speakers are in there.
Oh, and I mentioned your check is welcome. Your debit or credit card is also welcome for the $5. There you go. All right, thanks everybody. It's been a blast.
Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. Thank you, John. Thank you, Frank, for the song.
I'm saving the chat, Carmela.
Carmela, she's saving the chat, believe it or not.
Love everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night. Take care.
Good
See you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Night, night.